Lesson 8.6, number of possible angles. Directions say to determine the number of different values that angle X could be based on the given info. And you have to remember that triangles always have 180 degrees in them. So starting with this first one, we know one of the angles in the triangle, they want us to figure out what could X be. We don't even need a specific answer, but how many answers. This is kind of prepping you for something we're going to do coming up. And so this is my equation I'm trying to solve. To get X by itself, or to find the angle, I'm going to have to inverse cosine of this decimal. And yeah, you want to put that exact same thing in, 0.9638. And so that tells me, or that equals about 15.5 degrees. Could that be possible? Well, yeah, because that plus that, well, let me check here. So what would 163 plus 15.5 be? 178.5. I am still less than 180 degrees. That means this angle would be very, very small. Yeah, I'm using a calculator for simple math, don't judge me. That means this angle will be only 1.5 degrees, but it is possible. But that's the only thing that it could be, because since I'm solving a cosine problem and the cosine is positive, that means cosine's positive here in quadrant 1 and in quadrant 4. But an angle in quadrant 4, remember, has to be between 270 and 360. That's way bigger. So that's never going to work. So cosine, the most it could have is only one answer. All right, number 2, same thing. So we're going to do inverse cosine of this. And we get 73.3 degrees. But this angle is already 125 degrees. So if I had this one to be 125 and this one to be 73.3, that's already over 180 degrees. So that's not possible. So this one has no solutions. Okay, so cosine, because cosine lies or is positive in quadrants 1 and 4, this is the only quadrant you have to check. But here coming up with sine, we're going to have to check another one. Number 3, we've got sine, so I'll take inverse sine of this, and I get 81.3 degrees. So is that okay? Well, yeah, that plus 106. Oh, no, what am I saying? No, that's too big. That's already over 187, so that's not possible. And then the next page has 2 more. Okay, inverse sine of this one. Gets me 23 degrees. And that's definitely okay. But the thing you need to know is sine is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So having a 23 degree angle could be here, but that's also a reference angle here. So I'm going to have to take 180 minus 23. Which would be 157. You have to check to see, does that work too? 157 plus 43 is too big. It's over 180, so no, only one answer works, the 23. And then number 5 is about 59.9 degrees. And so that added to 45 is okay. So there's at least one answer. And then I need to think of what angle here. That would be 180 minus the 59.9. Get 120. That plus the 45 degrees is still less than 180. So actually I get 2 answers. That could work. Okay, so again, cosine can only at most get 1 answer. Sine at most could get 2 answers. You could get no answers, or you could just get 1 answer.